Hello friends, welcome back. And today in this video, I'm going to discuss like how you can set up your GitHub account. You have to set this up because I will be sharing the code in the public repository in the GitHub, and then you can get that code from that repository. I will be sharing the URL, and with that URL, you can simply check out the code. Okay, so first of all, you need to create an account uh, on the GitHub. So I have created one account on the GitHub. It is very simple. You can simply go to the Google and you can simply type in like log into a GitHub account, and there are a number of tutorials available that how you can create your account on the GitHub. Number of write-ups are available on the internet. So you can do that, and after that, once your repository is created, after that what you need to do, you need to just set up one thing, which is GitHub. One software you need, that is known as let me show you, that is known as GitHub desktop GitHub. Okay, so in the Vikash folder, inside the software I have placed this one. So GitHub desktop setup, that you can find out, and you just need to search like GitHub desktop download. You can simply search it on the Google, and once you type in it, you will be able to see on the top this particular link, download GitHub desktop. Simply just download it. Download for Windows 64-bit or 32-bit, whatever your system is. And after that, you need to install it. So run as administrator, just install it. So it is going to be installed very soon, GitHub desktop. And once it gets installed, then you need to log in into it using the same account that you have used for creating your GitHub account. So you can create your GitHub account using any Gmail account or any email that you have, right? And you need to log in to the GitHub desktop as well using the same account. Okay. So let me uh, just do one thing. I have to just create one repository. So first page will be visible to you like this. Okay. So there are two ways. If you want to create your own repository, which you don't need to, because I will be sharing you the code. You just need to, clone that code. So suppose I have given you some URL, right? I have given you some URL, and you want to create a repository. You want to clone that repository. You want to get the code from the repository. Clone means getting the code copy from the repository, real repository. So from there, if you want to take the code, then you need to select this one, clone a repository from the internet. Okay. And then uh, you need to simply put in a URL here. You can see three sections: github.com, GitHub Enterprise, URL. Three things you are able to see. You need to select URL, and in the URL, whatever URL I will give in the description section of this video, you need to simply put that URL here, and then you need to clone it. Once you clone it, you will be able to see the repository, the code there, right? So I'm just going to create one repository there, and I'm going to show you that how I will share you the code in that repository, and how you can take that code. So first of all, I'm going to create a repository in my GitHub account, right? So here I'm going to create one more repository. So let me go to the home. Just type in home, click on home, and then create a new repository, which is a public. I'm going to create this one. You don't need to create it. If you want to create for your own project, then this can work as a small tutorial for you, that how you can create your own project in the repository, how you can create your own repository for your project. Okay, so I'm going to create a new repository, and I'm going to give it a name, socket project. Okay, and I'm going to create a new repository. And once you do this, you can see that here you can see these are the instructions that are given by your in the account section, in your account. If you have logged in, and then you can see, after creating the repository, you can see some instruction that how you can create a new repository using the command line. But we have the GitHub desktop, so we will be using the GitHub desktop. So here it has given you the URL. This is the URL, https github.com Varteta Trinity, this, right? So I'm going to copy it, right? This is the one I will be providing you in the description section. This URL you need to just copy it from the description section. I will give this in the description section, and then you need to simply put in here. Okay, and then just clone it. And where I'm going to do this, Vikas, inside the Vikas, I'm just going to put it in like inside the socket project, and now I'm going to clone it. So I'm cloning the repository. So let me see where it has created the things for me. So here in Vikas, in the socket project, you can see in here, right? So here you can see a .git folder. So it has created the folder for me, and it has taken the code. It has cloned the code from there. And since there is no code added, so you can see that nothing is inside here, right? So what I will do, I will simply keep putting the projects here, the different projects. Like I will create one service which will be a socket based service which will be taking the input from the clients, right? And then it will be responding. So that service we will create a program to handle the clients, the socket server program. All those things I will create here. So all those things will be here, and you can keep getting that in your local repository. Suppose I'm just giving you an example. Suppose I put some files here. Suppose I put a code file here. Okay, let me put like test.cpp. If I do like this, and if I put something in here, like in the cpp file I place something. Okay, I just saved it. And once you save it on the local, you can see that this is the test.cpp code which has been modified, and here you can see a new line has been written. So as soon as you add any new file, that file will be visible here, and you can simply put a comment here, test description test, and then you can put commit to main. Once it is committed to main, it will be giving you an option with publish branch. You just click on the publish branch, then it means that it will be committed to your branch, right? Main branch, whatever branch I have created. So here you can see, if I come here, socket project is my repository, and here you can see there is a main branch that has been created. Inside the main branch, you can see test.cpp is visible. So what I will do, I will simply give you this URL. I will share you this URL, and you need to just take your code. Okay, and you can take that code, you can keep it with you, you can practice it, right? But please don't make any changes into this code, right? You just use it for learning. Otherwise, this repository I have to I have to remove, and I have to create a new repository, so my efforts will be wasted. So I would request you that please don't make any changes, don't push any changes from your side. Okay, so you can check out the code, and uh, don't try to do anything. Otherwise, maybe the repository I need to delete, because as a public repository, you can do the contribution as well, right? So you can see that particular URL from the description section. Just clone the code on your system. Suppose I just remove this repository. Suppose somehow I remove this repository, you are simply consider that you are going to do this for the first time, right? If you're going to do this for the first time, then what you need to do, just remove it here. Suppose this is the situation on your system. What you will do, clone repository, and here you need to put it like this one, socket project, and then you clone it. Once you clone it, you will be able to see the socket project is there, and that file test.cpp is also here. So test.cpp is just an example I'm giving you. There will be number of files, there will be number of folders available here as soon as we will move on to create the project, right? So this is how it will work. Okay. So with this, I think that you will be able to set this up on your system, and try to check out this code on your machine, because that way you will be able to understand that how you will check out the code, right? You will clone the code basically. So this is the way you can clone the code. So I would request that in the description section you have this URL. You open that, you use that URL, install your GitHub desktop, log in through the GitHub account on your GitHub desktop, and then put your URL that I have provided, and then clone it. And that way you will be able to test it and let me know that whether you are able to take the code or not. You are able to see the code or not, right? So this thing, I would leave it up to you, so that you can do it yourself and let me know if you have faced any issues. So with this, this particular video comes to an end. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, have a nice day, and bye bye.